Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the place where we don't just skim the surface. We really plunge into those foundational stories, the ones that echo through history and shape how we see ourselves.
Absolutely. The big ones.
Precisely. And today we're going way back, way back to one of the earliest, most impactful stories we have about human conflict, about choice, and, about consequences.
We're talking bedrock stuff here. Really fundamental.
We are. Our compass for this particular deep dive, it's Genesis chapter 4, verses 1 through 15, the story of Cain and Abel, gripping and honestly often quite perplexing.
It really is so much packed into just a few verses.
Our mission today really is to get beyond maybe the Sunday school version, to really unpack this ancient text. We want to pull out some crucial insights about, human nature, divine interaction, free will.
That tension between them.
Exactly. The sheer weight of our choices and how those consequences just ripple outwards. We want to give you a shortcut, basically, to being not just informed, but maybe illuminated about this story.
Highlighting maybe some surprising bits, some deeper meanings that, still hit home today.
Okay, so let's set the scene. You've got Adam and Eve. They're outside Eden now.
Right. Post-expulsion. A different world.
A harsher world, yeah. They're figuring out how to live, dealing with the weight of their own choices, and into this world come their first two sons.
Next generation.
The text tells us Eve conceived and bore Cain, and her reaction is, it's striking. She says, I have acquired a man from the Lord.
Which is fascinating, isn't it? That immediate connection she makes. Not just I had a baby, but this sense of divine involvement.
Yeah, like even after everything, there's this hope, maybe. A sense of partnership with the divine in creating life.
It speaks volumes about how they might have been trying to understand their place, even then. And then, not long after Cain, she has his brother, Abel.
And right from the start, these brothers, they take different paths, don't they? Very distinct occupations.
Abel becomes a keeper of sheep, pastoral, nomadic almost, connected to the animals.
While Cain, he's a tiller of the ground, agriculture, tied to the earth, the seasons, the soil.
Two fundamentally different ways of interacting with the world they inherited. Different challenges, different rhythms.
And this difference, their jobs, it becomes absolutely central, doesn't it, to what happens next?
It really does. So the text says, in the process of time, they both bring an offering to the Lord.
Right. Cain, the farmer, brings an offering of the fruit of the ground. Makes sense.
And Abel, the shepherd, brings of the firstborn of his flock and of their fat.
Okay, and this distinction seems important.
Hugely important. Now, there's lots of debate, but often the focus isn't just what they brought, but the quality, maybe the intention behind it. Abel's firstborn and fat, that usually signifies the best, the choicest part.
Like not just an offering, but the prime offering, a real sign of reverence.
Potentially, yeah. A willing, maybe even costly sacrifice, suggesting a generosity, a devotion, maybe beyond just, ticking a box.
And here's where it just takes that sharp, unsettling turn. The source is blunt. The Lord respected Abel and his offering, but he did not respect Cain and his offering.
Stark contrast, no ambiguity there.
And Cain's reaction, instantaneous. He was very angry and his countenance fell. You can almost feel it, can't you? The anger, the shame, his face just darkening.
That phrase, his countenance fell, it's powerful. It's not just disappointment. It's deep internal turmoil, shame, humiliation, and this burning rage taking root.
But crucially, God doesn't just leave it there, right? The rejection isn't the end of the conversation.
Not at all. And this is often overlooked. Before the worst happens, there's this moment of direct intervention. A divine check-in almost.
A real crossroads.
Yeah.
The Lord speaks directly to Cain. Doesn't condemn him outright, but asks.
Asks these really penetrating questions. Why are you angry? And why has your countenance fallen?
It's like an invitation, isn't it? A chance for Cain to stop, reflect, maybe articulate what's going on inside before it boils over.
Exactly. It's not rhetorical. It's a genuine opening for self-examination.
But you mentioned the debate. Why didn't God respect Cain's offering? The text itself. It doesn't actually say, does it?
No, it doesn't explicitly give the reason. Was the offering itself subpar? Was it Cain's attitude, grudging, maybe, offered without real heart? We don't get a definitive answer in the text.
Which has fueled centuries of discussion.
Absolutely. But what the Lord says next, this is where we get that incredible insight, maybe the real aha moment about the human condition.
Right. He doesn't just ask about the anger. He gives this warning.
A really powerful, almost prophetic warning. He says, if you do well, will you not be accepted? implying acceptance is possible, the door isn't closed.
Okay, so there's a pass back.
Yes, but then the warning. And if you do not do well, sin lies at the door. And its desire is for you, but you should rule over it.
Whoa. Okay, let's unpack that because that's huge. It's not just an ancient story element. It feels like a foundational statement about us, about psychology, temptation.
It really is. Notice how sin is described. Not just as a bad thought or feeling, but as something active, almost like a predator.
Yeah, lying at the door, crouching, waiting, like it has agency. Its desire is for you. That's chilling. It's actively trying to get you.
It frames temptation as this externalized force, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Almost personified, waiting to pounce. Which is fascinating from a psychological perspective even now.
But then there's the other side of it, the command. You should rule over it.
That's the crucial counterpoint. It's an assertion of human agency, of responsibility. Even with this thing crouching at the door, desiring you, the power, the imperative to master it, lies with you.
So it's not inevitable. Temptation might be there, strong even, but we have the capacity, maybe even the duty, to overcome it.
Precisely. It sets up this fundamental human drama, the internal battleground, the choice between succumbing and ruling, and it suggests that mastery is possible.
A really empowering idea, actually, even within such a stark warning.
It is. It places responsibilities squarely on the individual's shoulders, even while acknowledging the power of temptation.
Now, tragically, despite the warning, despite that clear path laid out, do well and you'll be accepted, Cain doesn't rule over it.
No, he doesn't. The outcome is described with this awful, stark simplicity.
It says Cain talked with Abel, his brother. Just they talked. Then, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and killed him.
Just like that. The first murder. Brother against brother. And the ultimate failure to rule over that anger, that resentment.
Letting that thing at the door win.
Completely. It's devastating. The simplicity of the language almost makes it more horrific.
And then comes the aftermath, the divine interrogation. It echoes Eden, doesn't it? But darker.
Definitely darker. The Lord asks Cain, "Where is Abel, your brother?"
And Cain's answer,
What?
wow, it's not confession. It's not remorse. It's this evasive, defiant, almost sneering response.
I do not know. A blatant lie, followed by that iconic, chilling question, "Am I my brother's keeper?"
That line, it's echoed down through millennia, hasn't it?
Absolutely. It's more than just dodging the question. It's a fundamental rejection of responsibility, a denial of connection, of duty towards another human being, let alone his own brother.
It's like saying his well-being, not my problem.
Exactly. It's a profound moral abdication. And that question, am I my brother's keeper? It's become a touchstone, hasn't it, for debates about social responsibility, ethics, our obligations to each other.
Yeah, every time we argue about collective versus individual responsibility, we're basically wrestling with Cain's question.
We are. It's timeless.
But the Lord, of course, sees right through it. And the consequences, they unfold immediately. And they're severe.
Oh, absolutely. The response is immediate and quite poetic, actually. "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground."
That imagery, like the earth itself is recoiling, crying out against this violence.
It's incredibly visceral. It suggests that injustice leaves a mark, that shed blood has a voice demanding justice. And the judgment directly links Cain to the earth he works. He is cursed from the earth, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood.
So the very ground is now hostile to him.
Yes, the curse has two main parts, really practical ones. First, his connection to his work, his identity as a tiller, is broken. The ground will no longer yield its strength to you.
His efforts will be futile, frustrating.
Total futility. And second, he's condemned to rootlessness. He will be a fugitive and a vagabond on the earth. Constant wandering, no rest, no home.
That's a heavy sentence. Perpetual toil, perpetual exile. You can understand his reaction.
Yeah, Cain's response is pure fear and despair. He cries out, "My punishment is greater than I can bear."
He seems to finally grasp the enormity of it.
Yes, and he's afraid. "Surely you have driven me out. I shall be hidden from your face. Anyone who finds me will kill me." He fears human retribution now, too.
He knows he's an outcast, vulnerable.
Exactly. But then comes this really surprising twist in the story. Something unexpected.
Right. Amidst this severe judgment, there's something else.
Yes. The Lord doesn't just leave him to that fear. He declares, "Therefore, whoever kills Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold." A warning against further violence.
Okay, wait. Protection. For Cain.
Seems like it. And to enforce this, the text says, "The Lord set a mark on Cain, lest anyone finding him should kill him."
A mark, but a mark of protection. For the first murderer, that really challenges our ideas about simple eye for an eye justice, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It introduces this incredible complexity. Divine justice here isn't just about punishment. It seems to also be about preventing cycles of vengeance, about limiting the spread of violence.
Even if it means protecting the original perpetrator. Wow, so what was this mark, do we know?
The text doesn't say. Was it physical? Visible? Some kind of sign? It's been debated forever, but its purpose is clear. Divine protection from being killed by others.
So it's not like a badge of shame, necessarily, but a sign of being under a different kind of judgment, one that forbids human retribution.
That's a good way to put it. It signifies his continued, though cursed, existence is under divine purview. It creates this profound tension. Severe punishment side by side with preservation.
Suggesting maybe justice has a longer view than just immediate payback, containing harm.
Perhaps. It's a powerful, complex mix of judgment and mercy, right at the dawn of human society, forcing us to think about what justice is truly for.
So, bringing this all together, for us, listening today, trying to make sense of our own world, what do we take away from this deep dive into Genesis 4?
Well, it's just brimming with tension, isn't it?
Hmm.
Sibling rivalry, the weight of choices, those divine warnings.
Severe consequences, yes, but then that really unexpected layer of protection. It's not simple.
Not at all.
I think some key takeaways for you listening are pretty clear. First, just the sheer power of our choices, that internal battle against, sin lying at the door. We're called to recognize it and master it.
The call to agency is strong.
And second, the impact of our actions. It's not just personal. The story shows it affecting the earth itself, the community, everything. Consequences ripple out.
Definitely. And the third thing has to be that complex nature of justice we were just talking about. It includes punishment, yes, severe punishment, but also the surprising measure of protection or preservation.
It forces you to think beyond simple retribution.
It really does. And underlying it all is that theme of responsibility, that question.
Am I my brother's keeper?
It just hangs there, doesn't it? Challenging us constantly about our obligations to each other.
What a journey, really, through just 15 verses, peeling back layers from sibling rivalry to these deep questions of justice, mercy, choice.
It's incredibly rich. And maybe a final thought to mull over, connecting it to the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Consider how this story, with its stark consequences, but also that unexpected mark of protection, how that might shape our understanding of accountability, not just individually, but societally, and the long view of justice.
In a world still grappling with these exact questions today.
Right. What is the ultimate purpose of justice?
Yeah.
Is it just retribution? Or is there a place for containment, for preventing cycles of violence, even when dealing with terrible wrongs? What role does that surprising element of mercy, or perhaps preservation, play in the future?
That's a powerful thought to leave with. We really invite you to reflect on that, on the nature of choices, your own choices, and their echoes. How do these ancient insights connect with how you see human behavior, responsibility, justice, and mercy in your life and the world today?
Lots to think about.
Indeed. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning.
And keep learning.